Now, I think it's pretty safe to say that the future of the Star Wars universe seems to be quite expansive, not just with their books, novels, comics, and video games, but also, let's not forget about the new Star Wars TV shows and movies that are currently in development by Disney and Lucasfilm, and exactly how that's all going to really evolve the Star Wars franchise further. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you also very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, one thing about Disney Star Wars is that a lot of Star Wars fans have been anticipating many other shows out there, like The Mandalorian Season 3 and 4, the AHSOKA TANO series, as well as other projects that are currently in development as we speak. You know, we have the Bad Batch Season 2 coming up by this September. So there's a lot of things happening at the same exact time of what's being handled by both Jon and Dave. Now, with that being said, we already know that Mark Hamill has been a little bit more vocal lately about his involvement in the future of the Star Wars universe, especially, of course, what's going on with the character of Luke Skywalker and more. Now, there's one thing that Disney CEO Bob Chapek is making sure that will happen, is that he wants to make sure that fans are going to be satisfied with many of the core characters, such as Luke, Ahsoka, Anakin, etc., etc. They are going to be doing big things with all of that with the upcoming Star Wars TV shows and movies and more that are going to feature, you know, some of the Legends characters as well, and some of the abandoned characters that never actually got to see or, you know, get to actually be introduced to the fans for Legends back in the day. So with that being said, however, what's even all the more intriguing has a lot to do with what exactly is going on with Mark Hamill. Now, Mark Hamill recently was able to talk more about the future of the franchise, of what Jon and Dave are currently putting together for all of these new Star Wars TV shows taking place in this post-Return of the Jedi era. Now, specifically, of course, with new announcements about to take place for new Star Wars shows on Disney Plus Day, as well as Star Wars Celebration 2023, it's described, however, that recently Mark Hamill engaged in an interview where he had some pretty exciting things to say about the future of the franchise. Now, Mark Hamill was eventually questioned about his character Luke Skywalker and the new technology, such as deepfakes that have been used in the Book of Boba Fett. Mark Hamill went on to reveal to the fans and state, "I have been in deep talks with both Jon and Dave about my future with these wonderful Star Wars projects and the entire brand that I have been honored to be a part of, and we are already finding ways for myself to be involved for the next 5 years or more as Luke Skywalker, and let me tell you, they are coming up with great new technology and techniques that can even outperform this deepfake technology that they are already experimenting with so that I can be involved in these new shows full scale." It's a different process than just de-aging, I will say that much. But myself, Jon, and Dave have been discussing this new innovating technology that is going to truly change the film industry. ILM is just fantastic to work with, and Lucasfilm is coming up with a whole new strategy for myself to be involved as Luke for the next 5 years. Let me just stop right here for 1 second. Now, it is very interesting, and it really makes you wonder what in the world this new technology really is going to be in this new Star Wars, universe, if you will, that comes after the Kenobi series. Basically, what they're trying to do ultimately right now is that they are trying to find ways to make Luke Skywalker all the more realistic as a younger version of himself. Now, I don't know about you guys, but the deepfake technology to me in the Book of Boba Fett worked very effectively. I mean, it was nearly perfect. But apparently, Jon and Dave found an even better approach than that, and it's neither deepfake and it's neither de-aging. And it really makes you wonder what in the world, that kind of technology is going to be. Now, could it be a combination of the two? Could it be something completely different that they are doing? I don't know. As of now, Mark Hamill, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni, they're all working together on making Luke very prominent for the next 5 years to be played specifically by Mark Hamill. Now, the big problem with that is that you also need to have a body to portray a young version of Luke, obviously, right? So I don't know how that's going to work. I think that they're going to be doing something with Mark Hamill being involved, where they're going to be doing something with placing his head on another person's body and then doing something with his facial features to somehow make him appear younger. Again, Mark Hamill is clarifying. It's neither de-aging and it's neither deepfake technology. So I'm really, mind-boggled as to what in the world that new tech could really be that ILM is putting together for Lucasfilm. So, moving past and beyond all of this, alright, Mark Hamill goes on to state the following. I really can't give anything away, but let me just promise everybody that Luke will be a very prominent figure in the new Star Wars stories on Disney+. It's going to be a truly exciting ride. I know the story is about Din Djarin, but just know that Luke will be and play a very big part in these new installments that John and Dave are putting together. I just love these guys. They are letting me explore all these different sides to Luke that I never even knew existed, that I believe will really take fans by surprise. John and Dave are looking at different versions of Luke to explore. Different attire, such as clothing, and different mindsets of Luke, even different hairstyles that they want to show to the fans, and his evolution as a Jedi to Jedi Master throughout the years, which is why they want Luke to be very much a big side character in the Mandalorian shows and their spin-off shows. I also want to bring it to the fans' attention that this is going to be something in for the long haul. They really want the fans to watch Luke Skywalker age throughout the years in this entire franchise, and to show how he truly evolves with many different shows that are currently in development right now. Personally, I think it's magnificent for them to pursue something as big as this. They will be cherry-picking many stories from Star Wars Legends, and the things that Lucas approved so many years ago that will be used in these new Star Wars shows, and it's really going to change how fans view Luke. It's actually heartwarming to be a part of this again, and how I will finally be able to do something different this time around. Now, one thing that Mark Hamill, I think, kind of really slightly hinted at here toward the end is that he's very happy that he's finally able to do something different. I think that this may very well allude to how he was very unhappy with the sequel trilogy movies of his version of Luke that was done by both J.J. Abrams and Rian Johnson. So now that Mark Hamill is finally getting, his say in the matter, getting his, version of Luke down to the bone of what he really wanted to do for so very long is now actually happening. So, again, this new technology, it's neither deepfake, it's neither de-aging. What in the world could this be? I would love to hear what you guys have to say about that, because it really makes you mind-boggled, right? Like, what else could it be? What other technology could it really be at the end of the day, right? So, the fact that he is going to be involved for the next 5 years as Luke Skywalker in multiple different Star Wars projects to really kind of give the fans the true version of Luke Skywalker that a lot of fans have been asking for so many different years, right? So I think that this is a very, clever approach by both John and Dave Filoni. They're not only using new technology, they're making sure to use Mark Hamill specifically again and thoroughly, full scale like Mark Hamill mentioned, and that they want to make sure that that's actually going to be a big deal for them. So overall, I think that this is very ambitious of them. The fact that they are involved deeply with ILM, coming up with this new quote-unquote revolutionary tech that is going to change the film industry forever, makes you wonder, what could it be, right? So overall, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know all this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.